In today's fast-paced world, the timeless charm of English country cottage style offers a welcome retreat into comfort, simplicity, and natural beauty. This enduring design aesthetic, with its cheerful gingham checks and romantic floral patterns, creates spaces that feel both nostalgic and refreshingly relevant. What makes this style particularly appealing is its accessibility. You don't need an actual thatched roof cottage in the Cotswolds to bring this cozy, welcoming atmosphere into your home.
Welcome to Rustic Elegance. Let's embark on a journey through the beauty of rustic decor, celebrating the warmth, simplicity, and natural charm of this timeless design.
Affordable DIY gingham and floral accents for English country cottage-inspired rooms. The heart of English cottage style lies in its unpretentious approach to beauty, where handcrafted touches, collected treasures, and practical comforts combine to create spaces that feel genuinely lived in and loved. Gingham and floral patterns serve as the signature textiles of this aesthetic, offering endless opportunities for affordable DIY projects that can transform ordinary rooms into charming cottage retreats. These classic patterns carry inherent warmth and character, instantly evoking the feeling of a countryside kitchen garden or a blooming English meadow. Through simple, budget-friendly projects using these beloved patterns, you can create a home that embodies the authentic spirit of cottage living. Spaces that prioritize comfort over perfection, personality over trends, and thoughtful handmade elements over mass-produced decor. As we explore 5 approaches to incorporating gingham and floral accents throughout your home, you'll discover how accessible this charming style can be, regardless of your crafting experience or budget constraints. With just a few yards of fabric, some basic supplies, and a little creativity, you can infuse your living spaces with the timeless appeal of English country cottage style. 1. Gingham curtains and table runners, the heart of country charm. DIY gingham curtain ideas for a cozy English cottage look. Transform any room with simple gingham curtain panels that filter sunlight through their cheerful checks, creating that quintessential cottage ambience without major renovation. Even beginner sewers can create cafe-style kitchen curtains or full-length panels using affordable gingham fabric from local craft stores or online suppliers. The classic pattern works beautifully in blue, red, or soft sage green, offering versatile options that complement various cottage color schemes while adding instant English country character to windows. For an extra touch of authenticity, consider adding a simple handmade trim of cotton lace or rickrack to your gingham curtains, a traditional cottage detail that elevates your DIY project while maintaining its budget-friendly appeal. Layering gingham runners and lace for a vintage dining table setting. Create charming tablescapes by combining a gingham table runner with delicate lace doilies or overlays, instantly establishing that signature cottage layered look beloved in English country homes. The textural contrast between crisp gingham checks and intricate lace patterns brings visual interest to dining areas, creating the perfect foundation for casual family meals or special gatherings with friends. These fabric combinations can be easily color coordinated with your existing dinnerware, making it simple to achieve a cohesive cottage aesthetic without investing in expensive new tableware collections. To expand your cottage table styling versatility, consider creating seasonal gingham runners in different colors, perhaps sky blue for spring, sunflower yellow for summer, rich red for autumn, and forest green for winter, allowing you to refresh your dining area throughout the year while maintaining the quintessential English cottage charm. Budget-friendly gingham decor tips using fabric scraps and thrifted finds. Repurpose gingham fabric remnants into no-sew napkin rings, simple envelope pillow covers, or decorative jar wraps that add cottage charm throughout your home without stretching your budget. Transform thrift store wooden trays or serving boards with decoupage gingham fabric or contact paper for instant cottage-style serveware that costs mere pennies compared to store-bought versions. Small fabric scraps can become sweet sachets filled with dried lavender or potpourri, perfect for tucking into drawers or displaying in shallow baskets for both visual appeal and delightful cottage fragrance. Two, floral throw pillows and cushions, soft touches with big impact. Create DIY floral pillow covers from repurposed fabrics. Transform vintage floral sheets, tablecloths, or fabric remnants into beautiful pillow covers that add instant cottage character to sofas, window seats, and bedrooms while saving significantly compared to retail prices. The gentle roses, dainty wildflowers, and pastoral scenes typical of English cottage prints bring nature's beauty indoors and create a soft, inviting atmosphere in any room. Even simple envelope-style pillow covers require minimal sewing skills, making this an accessible project for crafters of all experience levels who want to incorporate authentic cottagecore elements into their homes. Consider visiting estate sales, thrift shops, and online marketplaces to source genuine vintage florals with faded charm that new fabrics simply cannot replicate, adding authentic English cottage heritage to your handmade creations. Mixing gingham and floral patterns for a balanced cottagecore style. Master the quintessential English cottage look by pairing bold gingham with delicate florals in complementary color palettes, creating that perfectly imperfect collected over time aesthetic. Select patterns that share at least one common color to ensure visual harmony, while still embracing the charming mix-and-match approach that makes cottage style feel authentic rather than overly coordinated. This strategic pattern combination works beautifully across throw pillows, chair cushions, and bench pads, creating cohesive cottage charm throughout open living spaces. For beginning decorators who might feel intimidated by pattern mixing, try the classic English country approach of selecting floral patterns featuring blue flowers and pairing them with blue gingham checks. This foolproof combination has adorned cottages throughout the British countryside for generations and creates instant design harmony. Affordable accent pillows. Hand-sewn decor for small budgets. Create budget-friendly pillow inserts using recycled fabric scraps, old blankets, or even clean, worn clothing as eco-conscious stuffing material that reduces both cost and environmental impact. Embellish simple floral pillow covers with vintage buttons, ribbon trim, or hand-embroidered details to add personal touches that elevate basic sewing projects into unique cottage treasures. Consider making seasonal pillow covers in different floral patterns that can be rotated throughout the year, allowing you to refresh your cottage aesthetic without investing in entirely new decor pieces. Three. Wall art and frames. Country cottage with personal flair. Gingham and floral wall collage ideas for cozy English interiors. Create instant wall art by framing squares of beautiful floral and gingham fabrics in mismatched vintage frames painted in complementary cottage colors like soft cream, duck egg blue, or pale sage green. Arrange these framed fabric pieces in an asymmetrical gallery wall that brings texture, pattern, and English cottage charm to hallways, staircases, or dining areas without the cost of traditional artwork. This simple DIY approach allows you to easily coordinate wall decor with your room's existing color scheme, while incorporating the signature patterns that define English cottage style. For a truly cohesive look, select fabric remnants from your other cottage projects, perhaps matching your curtains or pillow covers, creating visual connections throughout your home that reinforce your intentional design approach while maximizing your fabric investment. How to upcycle old frames into cottage-style wall decor. Transform thrift store picture frames into charming cottage wall decor by painting them in chalky pastel hues, distressing edges for vintage appeal, or wrapping the frames in strips of gingham or floral fabric secured with craft glue. Display botanical prints, pressed flowers from your garden, or simple watercolor landscapes in these upcycled frames to create affordable wall art with authentic English countryside character. Group smaller frames in thoughtful arrangements that tell a visual story, perhaps highlighting seasonal botanicals or featuring complementary color themes that enhance your cottage-inspired interior. To add dimension and interest to your wall displays, consider alternating flat frames with shallow shadow boxes containing small cottage treasures, perhaps vintage teacups, antique wooden spools, or miniature pressed flower arrangements, creating three-dimensional vignettes that celebrate the collected, personal nature of authentic English cottage style. Affordable DIY art projects using scrap fabric and botanical prints. Create stunning textile wall art by stretching floral fabric over canvas frames or embroidery. Hoops for instant cottage-inspired focal points that showcase beautiful patterns without complex crafting techniques. Press flowers from your garden between glass frames or decoupage botanical illustrations onto reclaimed wood for natural wall art that connects your interior to the English cottage tradition of celebrating garden beauty. These simple yet effective projects allow even those with minimal artistic skills to create personalized wall decor that captures the essence of cottage style while maintaining a modest decorating budget. Four, kitchen and pantry decor. Country touches that warm the heart. DIY gingham tea towels and floral pantry labels on a budget. Transform plain white kitchen towels with simple gingham borders sewn from fabric scraps or created with fabric paint and homemade stencils for cottage-style essentials that combine beauty and functionality. Design charming pantry labels using floral scrapbook paper or fabric covered with clear contact paper to organize storage containers while adding English cottage character to everyday kitchen necessities. These practical projects enhance your kitchen's cottage aesthetic during daily use, proving that even functional items can contribute to your home's overall design story. Consider creating a coordinated set of gingham-trimmed aprons, oven mitts, and pot holders for a comprehensive cottage kitchen collection that makes daily cooking feel like a charming country experience, while providing thoughtful, handmade gifts for fellow cottage-style enthusiasts. Floral shelf liners and gingham curtains for a charming pantry nook. Line open shelving or glass front cabinets with floral contact paper or fabric secured with starch for removable shelf decorations that showcase dishes while adding pattern and color to kitchen storage areas. Create simple gingham curtains to conceal under-sink storage or pantry shelves, combining practicality with cottage charm in a budget-friendly project requiring minimal sewing skills. These thoughtful touches transform utilitarian storage spaces into decorative elements that enhance your kitchen's English cottage atmosphere, while keeping essentials organized and accessible. Budget DIY ideas for a cottage-style kitchen makeover. Cover plain ceramic canisters with gingham or floral fabric secured with Mod Podge for coordinated storage that costs significantly less than purchasing new cottage-themed kitchen accessories. Create fabric-covered magnets, clothespin note holders, or simple curtain tiebacks using small scraps of your favorite patterns to add cohesive cottage details throughout your kitchen without significant expense. These small but impactful projects allow you to gradually transform your kitchen into an English cottage-inspired space without the commitment or cost of major renovations or expensive new appliances. Five. Bedroom Cottagecore, Gingham and Florals for a dreamy retreat. DIY headboard and bedding accents with floral and gingham fabrics. Create a statement headboard by upholstering a simple wooden frame with padded floral fabric, instantly establishing a cottage focal point that transforms your entire bedroom's aesthetic. Enhance store-bought bedding with handmade gingham pillow shams, a simple fabric-trimmed bed skirt, or a patchwork throw that combines both patterns for authentic English cottage layering. These bedroom textile projects deliver significant visual impact, while allowing you to use budget-friendly base bedding enhanced with your handcrafted cottage-inspired accents. For a truly luxurious touch without the designer price tag, consider sewing a bolster pillow covered in your favorite floral print and finished with gingham-covered buttons at each end, creating that quintessential English cottage bed styling often featured in home decor magazines. English cottage bedroom makeover, vintage florals and cozy details. Incorporate the essence of English cottage style by adding a simple fabric canopy made from floral sheets, installing vintage-inspired wallpaper on a single accent wall, or arranging pressed botanical prints above your bed. Layer your bedding with a mix of textures including crisp gingham sheets, soft floral quilts, and chunky knit or crocheted throws that create the cozy, collected feeling essential to authentic cottage bedrooms. These thoughtfully chosen elements work together to create a restful retreat that embodies the comfortable elegance and unpretentious charm of traditional English country homes. Affordable tips for layering patterns in a shabby chic bedroom design. Master pattern mixing by selecting florals and ginghams in complementary color families with varying scales, perhaps pairing small check gingham sheets with larger floral pillow covers and a solid colored quilt that ties everything together. Introduce neutral elements between patterns through solid-colored dust ruffles, cream-colored lampshades, or natural wood furniture that provides visual rest among the cottage patterns. This balanced approach prevents pattern overwhelm while still embracing the characteristic layered textiles that make English cottage bedrooms feel both designed and naturally evolved over time. Conclusion. The enduring appeal of English country cottage style lies not in perfection but in its comfortable authenticity. Spaces that tell stories through handcrafted elements, cherished patterns, and thoughtful details. Through the simple DIY projects we've explored, you've discovered how accessible this charming aesthetic can be, requiring more creativity than cash to achieve spaces that feel genuinely welcoming and timelessly appealing. The gingham checks and floral patterns central to this style speak to our collective desire for homes that offer comfort, natural beauty, and a sense of connection to simpler times. Perhaps the greatest gift of cottage-inspired decorating is its forgiving nature, where perfectly imperfect results add to rather than detract from the overall charm. Your hand-sewn pillow with slightly uneven stitches or a repurposed frame with visible brush strokes becomes part of the authentic character that makes your space unique and personally meaningful. This approach celebrates the beauty of human handiwork over mass-produced perfection, creating spaces that feel genuinely lived in and loved, rather than staged or artificial. As you incorporate these affordable gingham and floral accents throughout your home, remember that true cottage style evolves gradually, with rooms that appear to have been thoughtfully assembled over time, rather than decorate it all at once. Allow yourself to collect patterns and pieces that genuinely speak to you, creating spaces that reflect your personal connection to this enduring aesthetic. Through these simple textile projects and thoughtful repurposing, you've embraced not just a decorating style but a philosophy that values comfort, creativity, and the beauty of everyday living, the true essence of English country cottage charm.